I just literally got out of the theater from cinema. I just got done seeing Final Destination Bloodlines. Uh, this one, this I enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna put it that way. I enjoyed the movie. Man, this has some serious kills in it, man. These death scenes in here, man, they was very creative with the death scenes. And that opening though, when they was in this big tall tower, that if you ever get this on DVD, you're gonna really on 4K or Blu-ray, you're gonna really like this because the sound was awesome. I have the Final Destination 5-disc Blu-ray box set at home, and so I think this is number 6. I think, yeah. But this one is very creative. There was some gore in here. I had to work today, so I actually wasn't able to go see it until 4 o'clock. So it's 6 o'clock now. I just got out, but man, I tell you what, Tony Todd was in here, and you could tell he was sick. He was real skinny, and when they finally got to Tony Todd, because you know he's been in most of the Final Destinations, you could tell there was something wrong with him because he was very, very skinny. Because you know Tony Todd had passed away, you know, because he was the Candyman guy. But he was in there. He was in there, and I remember when the camera got up on him, I said, God, he's real skinny. So I could tell he was. But he was in the film. He made sure he was in that film though, because you know Tony Todd passed away. I think he passed away this year or early last year. But he was in there. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really big. I just think this is going to be a nice little, for us not Final Destination fans. I think you're going to be in for a real treat. I always go on a Saturday. I couldn't go early because I had to go to work today. But man, I'm very impressed with this one. It's going to be worth buying on DVD. So it's going to be worth buying 4K. It's going to be worth buying on you know, Blu-ray, all that kind of stuff. I really don't have too much to say about this one, just because you guys know a lot of times I come right out of the theater and I talk about the movies that I've seen and stuff. And I'm happy with this movie. Very happy with this movie. There was a couple times though I had to actually like put my hat down. I was like, oh man, damn, man, you know, because they got pretty explicit with the kills, man, and they got very creative with the kills. Even though I like Final Destination, I ain't seeing people die the way they die. Some of them be dying some horrific deaths. There was one part in here where it looked like this one person died and the place blew up, and he ended up living, but he was supposed to die, and then the sister ended up dying the next day, and then he died like later on with his brother. He come find out he had a half brother. Him and his brother they didn't have the same death. There was a lot of things in this movie. It was pretty slick. Put it this way, it was well written. It was a well written, well thought out movie. They just didn't throw this together. They really did a good job of putting this movie together. I think this is going to do I think this will do real well at the box office. I read that it's going to make $48 million, so that's a pretty good, opening for, Final Destination 6, I believe. But I'm kind of hoping that they wouldn't make any more. I kind of wish they would just stop, Tony Todd, he's not going to be in, because he always make these cameo appearances in them anyway. But he passed away, and he was the original Candyman. But this cast was pretty good. This cast was okay. At first I wasn't buying the cast. I bought into the opening though. The opening was just the beginning of the movie was a chef's kiss. It was a chef's kiss. That beginning of the movie, and it's shot. It is shot real well. I mean, it's brilliantly shot. It's good camera imagery. Good sound design, very detailed how they showed things happening. when somebody's getting ready to get got. You know what I mean? But I at first when it went, because the opening, I was in love with that opening scene, and it was pretty gruesome. This movie's very bloody. They don't hold back on blood, but they did a really good job with the being creative about how people died and stuff. That's the only thing that bothers me about these fights. In spite of the fact that I enjoy these movies, they do freak me out a little bit, because some of these accidents are freak accidents, and we have freak accidents in real life. So, but yeah, I mean, this I'm happy with the movie, and this I just literally got out of Cinemark, and I had to go to work today, so I caught the 4 o'clock showing, and yeah, the runtime. I think the runtime's it's close to 2 hours, but I don't think it's 2 hours. But yeah, I never got sleepy. I never got tired. I never got yawned. I never yawned. I wanted to fight, because the only way that you could cheat death is you have to literally die, and your heart has to stop. And if your heart stops, and then you have to be brought back to life, then that's the only way that you can stop the death from taking everybody else out. So they thought in this movie, they thought that they did it, but they didn't do it. And then at the end there was a cliffhanger. But the special effects, I thought the special effects was really good in this too. I thought the special effects was real good. Like I said, I thought the camera imagery was good. The special effects, it was a good story, very good story. Yeah, this is gonna put my surround sound. To work, because I got this new setup, and I got this new surround sound. And so this surround sound I got, when I do buy it on 4K, and I'm hoping it's on 4K, so I think it will be. But Final Destination, Bloodlines, man. Yeah, it's kind of weird, because I like how they did Bloodlines, because everybody was kind of related. This was a family that was related. And so the person that was affected with the death that she survived, she saved a lot of people in this tower. So she was the original bloodline of these people. You fast forward like 25 years later, and now her bloodline, she has a granddaughter that has these visions. So she can't hardly sleep. She's about ready to flunk out of college, so she goes home to find out where her mom's at, and her mom's living way out in the sticks, like way out in the sticks, man. With the way that place was set up, it was like a fortress of all kind of. Because she figured out how to cheat death, but she was trying to talk to her grandma. Her grandma was telling her, say, hey, if you're getting these visions, that means that death is trying to come after you. So she told her to take this book, because her grandma would never step outside the door. And so she wouldn't believe her grandma, and her grandmother was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to prove it to you, because she was terminally ill anyway. So she gave her the book. She goes, well, just stand right here. She goes, since you don't believe me. And then all of a sudden something happened, and this thing went through her face, and the blood splattered through her, busted out her eye, and then the blood hit her granddaughter in the face, and her granddaughter just like freaking out. And the way they shot this, the camera imagery was just, this movie was a trip, man. This movie was a trip. It's a very good movie. Very good movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So then she takes the book, and then she takes it to her family. You get it? Family, bloodline. So her grandma was responsible for saving all these people in this tower. But at the same time, everybody that was in that tower was supposed to die. So everybody that her grandma was responsible for saving, they were supposed to all die in that tower. But she prevented them from dying. So all these people that she saved, all their lives were taken, and their families was taken, because according to what she said, they cheated death. So she said, her grandmother said that the bloodline that was there right now never really should have existed, because the bloodline should have been cut off when that tower was supposed to collapse and kill everybody. But by her grandma 25, 30 years ago in this brand new tower saved everybody from dying. All those people she saved, they all died because death caught up with them and caught up with their bloodline, which is their children, because of the fact that they were never supposed to be in real existence, due to the fact that they were all supposed to die in that tower. So that's why it's called Final Destination Bloodline. So it's a very interesting concept of how they put this together. So yeah, this is going to be in my 4K collection, man. I'm happy, man, with this movie. I'm real happy. So anyway, God bless, and be blessed out. God bless, and y'all take care of each other and have a great rest of the weekend. It's Saturday, so you got tomorrow. We'll see you.